I'm Melissa Mancini with Canadian HR Reporter TV. Vince Molinaro recently spoke at an SC Network event in Toronto. He talked to us about succession planning and the board's role.
So the study is telling us that boards are really starting to think about human capital issues. The struggle that they find is that the way they've normally operated haven't allowed them to really think about human capital and talent issues in a strategic way. And they find that the biggest barrier is having enough time during regular board meetings to devote to having strategic conversations about talent.
What are boards doing about human capital?
Boards are in a process of really evolving their role, where it's really going beyond the CEO, and that's where the study gets its title. So where traditionally they have focused on CEO compensation, CEO succession, they are recognizing they need to be paying attention to broader human capital issues, such as broader succession planning, learning and development, culture and employee engagement, and other areas such as that. So there is an evolution taking place as boards are learning how to provide that oversight. The challenge, of course, is there isn't agreement among board members based on the findings of the study that in fact boards should be playing that role. So there is the community is a bit divided there.
What is HR's role in this?
HR professionals, it's actually a really important opportunity. I think what boards have recognized is that one of the barriers they have is that they don't often, many boards don't have HR expertise on the board. So for HR practitioners within the organizations, they certainly need to step up and play a more active role in interfacing with the executive team and the board, in highlighting talent risks and human capital risks that are associated with strategy and strategy execution. I believe what will also be happening is boards will become more astute at recognizing that they need to have board members with HR expertise. So I think over time we will actually see very senior HR practitioners becoming members of boards and being solicited by boards to join them to bring that expertise to the boards they sit on, and in turn guide the thinking around human capital of those organizations.
What role should boards be playing in succession planning?
In terms of what role should boards be playing around succession planning, clearly they need to be playing the role they have been playing, which is providing oversight for the CEO succession. Increasingly, though, we are seeing that boards should be providing some oversight around succession for executive roles, and the study confirms that. The study really basically suggests that it's the board obligation to provide, to have a responsibility for CEO succession, and they should clearly have oversight for executive roles succession. In practice, there are some organizations that actually extend beyond that and give the board, where HR provides the board with information and insight on high potentials and succession in other roles. That will be, I think that decision will be dependent on organization by organization and board by board, as opposed to something that's across all these boards.